What if being awake in today's world is the real rebellion? In a world addicted to noise, speed, and screens, silence is radical. Presence is rare, but something in you is seeking more. Not more content, more meaning, not more dopamine, more depth. This is your guide to waking up in a distracted world. This is the spiritual rebel's path. Part 1, The Great Distraction. Modern life is designed to keep you asleep, not physically, but spiritually. We are constantly being pulled outward by news cycles, scrolling feeds, endless marketing. Buy this, watch that, become this, be more, have more. The noise never ends. But here's the hard truth. You can't hear your soul in a room full of shouting. We're living in the most connected yet disconnected age. People touch their phones more than their hearts. They check messages more than they check in with themselves. And we wonder why we feel lost. This world rewards productivity, not peace. It values image, not essence. We are taught to compete, compare, consume, but not to be conscious. You've been programmed to chase, not to pause, to react, not to reflect. But awakening begins with this: a pause, a breath, a question. Part 2, The Silent Revolution. You don't have to escape to the mountains to wake up. You don't need a robe, a retreat, or a guru. You need stillness, even in the storm. You need awareness, even in the noise. Every moment you choose to turn inward, you are rebelling. When you sit in silence for even 5 minutes, you are stepping out of the matrix. When you question what you're told, you are reclaiming your mind. This is the path of the spiritual rebel. We don't run from the world. We walk through it, awake, like the lotus blooming in mud. You grow your light right in the mess. Part 3, How to Awaken. So how do we stay awake when the world keeps pulling us back to sleep? Here are 5 timeless practices. 1. Digital fasting. Take time each week to unplug. No notifications, no scrolling, just stillness. Observe how your nervous system resets. You'll realize most of what you consume, you don't even need. 2. Nature immersion. Step outside, touch the earth, listen to birds instead of buzz, watch clouds instead of reels. Nature reprograms your soul with ancient codes. It slows you down, grounds you, awakens presence. 3. Sacred journaling. Ask yourself deep questions. Who am I without my titles? What am I distracting myself from? Write freely. Let truth bleed onto the page. This is how you unmask the soul. 4. Conscious breathing. You don't need a temple. Your breath is the altar. Breathe in awareness. Breathe out noise. 5 minutes a day. That's it. And watch what changes. 5. Self-inquiry. Inspired by Ramana Maharshi. Ask, who am I? Not what the world says, not what your resume says, but the formless presence behind it all. Every time you remember yourself beyond the mask, you awaken. Part 4. Living soul-led in the chaos. Awakening doesn't mean becoming someone else. It means remembering who you already are. Beneath the programming, you are not your schedule, not your trauma, not your habits. You are the witness, the seer, the eternal spark. And once you know this, even traffic becomes a temple. Even heartbreak becomes a teacher. Even suffering becomes sacred. You start living from soul, not survival. You slow down. You speak truth. You say no more often, not out of anger, but self-respect. You begin living aligned, not for the world's applause, but for the peace that passes understanding. Final reflection, the call to rebellion. Let the world keep chasing. Let it keep numbing and scrolling. You be different. Meditate, reflect, read the Gita. Sit with silence. Walk with your breath. Not because it's trendy, but because your soul is calling. To be awake in a sleeping world is not easy, but it is the most powerful thing you can do. You shift not just your life, but the entire collective frequency. You become a beacon, a light, a rebel with peace as your revolution. If this message resonated with your soul, subscribe to Zenonomics. Comment below, I choose awareness over distraction, and tag a fellow soul who's ready to wake up with you. Together we rise.